everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sophie, and this channel is chronicling my journey of living my best life with multiple chronic health conditions. Today I finally have an update on my SSDI and Medicare. As a refresher, last month I went to sign up for Medicare Part D, which is prescription coverage, and they told me that my Medicare was ending at the end of June. Then I called Medicare, and they told me that Social Security had told them I was no longer disabled, so my benefits were being terminated. I had talked to 3 different people at Social Security. They all gave me different sort of stories, and I went in person today, which is July 2nd, to talk to them again. I brought sort of a packet of stuff, including things I had written, photocopies of the letters they've sent me showing that I'm still in my extended period of eligibility, copies of their own policy stating that you don't stop benefits when you're in your extended period of eligibility, and then on the Medicare part, that even if I was not in my extended period of eligibility, I would still be eligible for Medicare for a period of like a couple years still. So I brought all that just in case, because I had no idea who I was going to be dealing with and how knowledgeable they were going to be. Thankfully, I guess a lot had happened in the interim, which has only been like a couple weeks. What I understand is that when I went on what would have been June 20th, my benefits in the system said they were terminated, and that's why the person at the time told me I needed to apply for expedited reinstatement, which is something you do after your extended period of eligibility, not before, not during. So that is why she told me that. I did not have all of the documents sort of proving that I was still in my extended period of eligibility at that time, because, I mean, they have it, so I didn't understand why I would need to bring it. Anyway, I came prepared today with sort of everything. I don't know if I really needed to. It did come in handy because I could just easily point things out for them. So what appears to have happened is on the SSDI side, it is still showing that I am receiving benefits. They are still going to be paying me. They said in August. It really should be this month in July. I will fight that after I get the Medicare taken care of. That is my one and only concern at the moment. I can float with my savings for a couple months. I cannot float without no health insurance. That's not possible. So the agent at Social Security here locally was in agreement with that we'll sort of fight that fight when we get the Medicare straightened up. But they don't know what happened. They don't know why my benefits said they were terminated. They don't know why Medicare was terminated. They're not showing that Medicare is terminated. They are showing that the letter I received in February has not been processed. And that letter basically explains, hey, you're no longer receiving benefits because you're working. Here's your extended period of eligibility. It goes through this date, which is August of 2026. So it would make more sense if my SSDI benefits were terminated, but the Medicare still doesn't make sense. And both the woman I talked to as well as her manager, which as I thought was the person I talked to last time, were in agreement. They've never seen anything like this. They have no idea what's going on. The gist of the meeting was they can't do anything. And I know that sounds like a crappy way to end the meeting, but the reason they can't do anything is that they can see that there's some processing of something going on in the back end. Because again, June 20th, it was saying my benefits were terminated, and now it's not. So something is going on behind the scenes. They don't know what, and they are concerned that if they did anything, it would screw things up even more. I was also told they don't have a contact they can call at Medicare. They have no idea what's going on with that, and even the person I talked to today was but still, you would still be eligible for Medicare, this doesn't make sense. she did print me out like just a benefit sheet that has like my Medicare eligibility day on it, and there's no termination date, which is like proof that my Medicare is active. I'm still concerned. My appointments aren't until the end of the month. So fingers crossed I don't need any medical care in the interim, I guess, because I don't know what would happen. I obviously still have my Medicare card, and I am being told by Social Security locally that it is active, but on my Medicare.gov account it is showing that it is not active. And I did bring up the account on my cell phone and showed it to them, like, I'm not making this up. I had printed out a screenshot, but just to show them that it's not active. So I have the name and phone number and extension of the agent I spoke with today at my local office, and she basically said, like, call her periodically and see what's going on, and she'll like try to stay up to date and make sure things are sort of moving along, but she doesn't know where in the process things are stuck. So it's basically close of business day when I'm recording this, but what I plan on doing tomorrow, July 3rd, is emailing the constituent caseworker I had contacted and give them an update as to sort of what I found out and see if they can sort of move things along quicker, just because I have Medicare, but I don't have Medicare, and it's just a mess. And the person I spoke to has been working for Social Security for 31 years. The manager's been working there for 20 years, and they've never seen anything like this before. They did obviously say, like, it's not at the local level, it's at the federal level, and there were a lot of, like, shortages at the federal level due to the staffing cutbacks. So things are taking longer. But she said, like, that's no excuse, like, we're still gonna do everything we can to make sure, like, we're not doing, like, wrong by you. So I've been having great experiences locally. It's just at the federal level, well, if you're in the US, you know what's going on there. But that is where things stand. It's not an ideal resolution, but I feel like it's not a horrible way to end the meeting. And that is the update. That is what is going on. I will keep you guys updated when I get an update. Going forward, I will be in Gatlinburg, so I'm going to try to record a couple videos ahead of time, because I have no idea how I'll be feeling when I'm there. I am staying for quite a while, so in theory I can do one activity and then rest for a couple days, and then do another activity and rest for a couple days. We'll just have to see how that actually works out. I don't know if I'll be up to recording anything while I'm there. I know I always say I'm going to record videos and then never do, but I will put it on my list of things to do before I leave. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys are having a good day whenever it is you are seeing this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.